Introduction. Friedrich Nietzsche was one of the most influential philosophers of the modern era, and his ideas about religion, morality, and culture have had a profound impact on Western thought. In particular, his concept of the death of God and his radical atheism have been the subject of much discussion and controversy. This video will explore Nietzsche's ideas about religion and his concept of the Antichrist Atheism, which challenged traditional religious beliefs and advocated for a new way of thinking about morality and human values. Nietzsche's critique of religion. Nietzsche was a fierce critic of religion, particularly Christianity, which he saw as a source of weakness and oppression. He argued that religion was a form of slave morality that encouraged people to submit to authority and suppress their natural desires and instincts. Nietzsche believed that religion was a way of controlling people and keeping them in a state of ignorance and fear. In his book The Genealogy of Morals, Nietzsche traced the history of morality and argued that it had been shaped by the struggle between the master morality of the aristocracy and the slave morality of the masses. He saw Christianity as a manifestation of slave morality, which had been adopted by the weak and oppressed as a means of resisting their oppressors. According to Nietzsche, this led to a culture of resentment and guilt, which stifled human creativity and potential. The death of God. Nietzsche's concept of the death of God is perhaps his most famous idea. He argued that the decline of traditional religious beliefs had created a crisis of meaning and morality in Western culture. With the collapse of the Christian worldview, Nietzsche saw an opportunity for a radical new form of atheism that would embrace human creativity and potential. Nietzsche believed that the death of God would free humanity from the constraints of traditional morality and allow us to create our own values and meaning. He saw this as an opportunity for a new era of human creativity and self-expression. However, he also warned that this new era would be fraught with danger and uncertainty, as people struggled to find their way in a world without the comfort and security of traditional religious beliefs. Nietzsche's concept of Antichrist atheism was his radical vision for a new form of atheism that would challenge traditional religious beliefs and embrace the power of the individual. According to Nietzsche, the Antichrist atheism would reject the slave morality of Christianity and instead embrace the master morality of the aristocracy. This would involve rejecting traditional notions of good and evil and instead embracing the power of the individual to create their own values and meaning. Nietzsche saw the Antichrist atheism as a way of overcoming the constraints of traditional morality and embracing human creativity and potential. He believed that this new form of atheism would create a culture of free and independent individuals, who would be able to live their lives to the fullest without the fear of judgment or damnation. The legacy of Nietzsche's atheism. Nietzsche's radical atheism has had a profound impact on Western culture, and his ideas continue to be debated and discussed today. Many of his concepts, such as the death of God and the rejection of traditional morality, have influenced the work of other philosophers, writers, and artists. However, Nietzsche's ideas have also been criticized for their potential to lead to nihilism and moral relativism. Some have argued that his rejection of traditional morality could lead to a culture of selfishness and individualism, which could ultimately undermine the social fabric of society. Conclusion. In conclusion, Nietzsche's Antichrist atheism represents a radical vision for a new form of atheism that challenges traditional religious beliefs and embraces the power of the individual. Nietzsche saw the death of God as an opportunity for humans to break free from the constraints of traditional morality and embrace their own creativity and potential. However, his ideas have also been the subject of much criticism and debate, particularly around their potential to lead to moral relativism and nihilism. Despite these criticisms, Nietzsche's ideas continue to be influential in Western culture, particularly in the fields of philosophy, literature, and the arts. His concept of the death of God has become a key theme in modernist and postmodernist thought, while his critique of traditional morality and religion has influenced the work of many other philosophers and thinkers. Ultimately, Nietzsche's Antichrist atheism represents a challenge to the traditional ideas and beliefs that have shaped Western culture for centuries. Whether or not we agree with his ideas, they remain a powerful and thought-provoking challenge to the status quo, encouraging us to think deeply about our own values and beliefs and to question the assumptions that underpin our lives.